He finally got moved to the window. For weeks he had dreamed of this moment. The lake. The park. The skyline his roommate described every single day. His heart pounded as he turned his head. And then, he stopped breathing. There was no lake. No park. No skyline. Just a cold brick wall. And that's when the nurse said something that shattered him even more. Mr. Isaac was blind. He had never seen the view. Not once. Welcome to Wise Soul Tales, where we explore the deepest corners of the human heart through stories of love, sacrifice, and hope. In a quiet hospital room, bathed in soft afternoon light, two men shared a space defined by white walls and heavy silence. Alan lay paralyzed in his bed, unable to move his body, staring endlessly at the blank ceiling while fighting his inner darkness. Next to the window lay Isaac, a gentle soul who seemed to carry a secret peace despite the tubes and monitors surrounding him. Though their bodies were broken by illness, their minds remained sharp, and they spent hours talking about their families, careers, and memories. But as the days turned into weeks, a shadow of depression began to cloud Alan's mind, making him feel trapped in a cage. Sensing his friend's despair, Isaac decided to become the eyes for both of them, describing the life he claimed to see outside. He spoke of a park with a lovely lake where ducks and swans played in the water, while children sailed their model boats. Alan would close his eyes, imagining the picturesque scene. For an hour each day, his world expanded beyond the four white walls. Isaac described young lovers walking arm in arm amidst flowers of every color, and a fine view of the city skyline visible behind. His descriptions were so detailed that Alan could almost feel the sun on his face and smell the fresh grass of the park. One morning, a parade passed by. Although Alan could not hear the band, he saw it clearly through Isaac's vivid, descriptive words. Days turned into weeks, and seasons changed. Isaac painted a tapestry of autumn gold and red leaves dancing in the crisp wind. Alan began to live for those one-hour periods where his friend's voice would transport him to a world of light and joy. When winter arrived, Isaac described the snow blanketing the city like a soft white sheet, silencing the noise of the busy streets. But as the beauty of the seasons unfolded outside, Isaac's health inside the room was declining rapidly, his voice becoming soft and frail. The nurse came in more frequently, checking monitors and whispering concerns, but Isaac insisted on continuing his daily descriptions for Alan's sake. He spoke of the soothing rhythm of the rain against the glass, washing away the dust and making the green grass sparkle. Alan listened not just to the words, but to the heart behind them, realizing that Isaac was giving him his remaining life force. One evening, Isaac described a sunset so magnificent that Alan felt his soul lift out of his paralyzed body and fly freely. That night, the hospital room fell into a heavy silence, broken only by the rhythmic beeping of the machines keeping them alive. Isaac's breathing became shallow. He whispered a final goodnight to his friend, promising that the sun would shine brighter the next morning. When the morning nurse arrived to bring water for their baths, she found Isaac had passed away peacefully in his sleep that night. Alan was overcome with grief. The room suddenly felt enormous and cold, without the warm voice that had painted his world with color. After the initial shock of loss had subsided, Alan asked if he could be moved next to the window to see outside. He wanted to see the beautiful world Isaac had described, to feel the connection to his friend through the view they had shared. The nurse agreed, and he made the switch. Slowly, painfully, Alan propped himself up on one elbow to take his first look at the world. His heart pounded with anticipation. He expected to see the green park, the blue lake, and the happy children playing in the sun. He finally forced himself to turn to look out the window beside the bed. But what he saw made his breath stop completely. It faced a blank brick wall. There was no park, no lake, no skyline, just a cold, gray wall a few feet away. Confused and heartbroken, he asked the nurse what could have compelled his deceased roommate to describe such wonderful things to him every day. The nurse looked out the window at the brick wall, then looked back at Alan, her eyes filling with a sudden realization. She answered softly, "Mr. Isaac was blind. He could not even see the wall. He couldn't see anything at all, my dear." Alan was stunned. The realization washed over him like a wave. Isaac had never seen the world he described with such vivid detail. The nurse continued, "Perhaps he just wanted to encourage you. He wanted to bring the world to you because you could not go to it." Isaac had chosen to use his imagination to paint a picture of hope, refusing to let the darkness of his blindness consume them. He chose to see beauty where there was none, and in doing so, he gave his friend the will to live another day. True happiness does not come from our surroundings, but from our perspective and how we choose to treat the people around us. Isaac gave Alan the greatest gift of all, the gift of vision through the heart, proving that love transcends all physical limitations. There is a tremendous happiness in making others happy, despite our own situations. Shared grief is half the sorrow, but happiness is doubled. Alan wiped his tears and smiled. He realized that although the view was fake, the love and the intention behind it were real. If you want to feel rich, just count all the things you have that money cannot buy. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. The room was no longer a prison for Alan. It was a sanctuary where a blind man had taught him how to truly see. We often forget that the origin of all we do is in our heart. Isaac's heart was a landscape of infinite beauty. So whenever you feel trapped by your circumstances, remember Isaac and Alan. Close your eyes and paint your own world with colors of hope. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It is about learning to dance in the rain, even when you cannot see. The legacy of kindness never dies. It passes from one soul to another, lighting up the darkest corners of our human experience. Let us all strive to be like Isaac, to be the eyes for those who cannot see, and the strength for those who are weak. Every day is a new page in your story. Make sure you write something worth reading, something that brings warmth to another person. The world is indeed beautiful, but the most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched. They must be felt with the heart. The brick wall remained, but it was no longer a barrier. It was a canvas upon which the greatest story of friendship was painted. May we all find a friend like Isaac, and may we all have the courage to be a friend like him when needed. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey. We hope this story has touched your heart and inspired your spirit today. Remember, you have the power to change someone's world with just a few words of kindness. Never underestimate your impact on others. If you enjoyed this story, please share it with someone who needs a little hope. Together, we can make the world brighter. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tales that feed the soul and awaken the mind. Your support means everything. Like a flower growing through concrete, hope can bloom in the hardest places. Keep believing, keep loving, and keep dreaming every day. This has been a presentation of Wise Soul Tales. We are honored to have shared this time with you. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. May your days be filled with the beauty of imagination and the warmth of friendship. Thank you for watching Wise Soul Tales. May you find the light in your own life and share it with others. Goodbye.